Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Think of all that time. Every wait in the winter. All that time. No one else saw. Every sprint in the summer. Every sacrifice. Early mornings on the levee. Late nights in the film room. Bus rides to playoff games. Every bump in the road. Every moment of ecstasy. Every moment of doubt. Years wondering, is it all worth it? It's all led to this. Man, I got this. It's a 60-minute drive for a 60-minute game. After all the miles we've traveled, we're almost there. After all the hours we've worked, one more can make us legends. After all that time, this is our time. Caveman on the line. HG got the stats.
No filters, no suits, just facts on blast.
He seems like no nonsense guy. Like
re-emphasize that for the Saints fans out there on TikTok. Caveman. What did you just say?
The rebuild starts right now.
Marshawn
Lattimore's gone, so the defense, like, we're not getting any better.
To the left, got the edge and grind. We break it all
Get into
down
Smith.
like
What a pass! That's it! Danielle Smith with the game winner! Oh my goodness!
And that is why you have Aaron Fry pass the ball in.
We roar from the base to the backfield floor. No filters, no fake control.
It's a real year. Like you have you have the best quarterback in the league, arguably, the best wide receiver in the league, and you've got the best edge rusher in terms of total sacks in the season. And you're 4-7, and your playoff chances are hanging on by it.
HG on deck, stats loaded and primed. Reading the field.
Let's make it interesting.
We're making it interesting. Come on. Give us the freaking one.
Breaking down ball like a heat wave blade.
Oh, let's go! Oh, no. For the business! He's not for the business!
We see through the hype. Defense from the Warriors. This could be the pass of the year so far. You might watch every game the rest of the season in the NBA.
So don't you go saying that you're never going to see that. You're such a hater.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard, MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Quack.
Program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
You are looking live at Till the Final Whistle, everybody. HG and Caveman back in the house, back with another episode of Till the Final Whistle. If you missed our Football Frenzy episode yesterday, don't worry. We're going to be taking a look at that brand new Top 12 that just came out yesterday afternoon. And of course, we've got some other sports to cover. College basketball has been in the height of their season. If we got some time, we'll cover the men's and the women's side. We had some NBA Cup action last night. Wizards picked up their second win of the season in a 132-113 win at home over Atlanta. 76ers got dominated by the Magic last night. Led by Anthony Black, though. He got his career high 31 points. No Paolo, but they still get the dub 144-103. And Luka in the primetime match could not miss in this one, dropping 43 points. Lakers clinching Group B in the NBA Cup with their 135-118 win against the Clippers last night. Teams got to start letting the Clippers win for the future of the NBA. It's at stake. You made a great point off air.
Yeah, they
It's
can't
at
be
stake.
given the Thunder the top 10 pick. That's just bad things are gonna happen. So keep the new Broncos change. Shout out to Joel for bringing that in. I would be. Oh, we also got the big hat. It doesn't quite fit over my head with the headphones, so
That thing is sick, though.
hopefully you guys can see it all right.
When it wasn't on your head, it didn't get like keyed out by the green screen. But it did pop up on there pretty good.
Nice.
Well, let's get into it. The top 12 through week 14. We've got it for everybody. Oh, this is the projected bracket.
Yeah, I'm looking at this projected bracket, and it's again, I mean, it's kind of puzzling. They really think Miami is gonna win the conference.
Yeah. They really do.
I just don't see it.
You got Miami and Tulane being the final two winners.
Right. Like, I mean, I think it's like Tulane or North Texas. I think that'll be fair. Like, whoever comes out with that victory in the American is going to be there. And it's like, okay, this bracket does pose some interesting questions. So I guess they're assuming Texas Tech wins their conference because, I mean, that's not a guarantee, right? Like that, like only Miami and Tulane have that little gold asterisk thing on them. So I guess, are they saying that Texas Tech is in no matter what?
Yes. So let me scroll back up. The gold asterisk, that means they must win the conference to make that seed. So the ACC winner, you got to win the ACC to make the playoff. You got to win the American to make the playoff. Which doesn't make sense.
I just don't get
doesn't make sense.
I'm looking like they're saying BYU is out if they don't win the Big 12. That doesn't make any sense to me because like I think there was another ranking put out by something similar to the playoff committee of like which teams had the best resume, and BYU was 6th. They were ahead of like teams like Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Even like Oklahoma. I don't remember the whole list. Hold on, I've got it saved somewhere here. Give me just a second.
The weird thing about Miami being in that 11 seed, they don't even have the highest odds of the ACC team. They don't have the highest percentage chance to even make the ACC championship, but they have to win the conference to make the playoffs. SMU and Virginia are the highest odds to make the conference championship because they just have to win one game. Miami needs a bunch of bull crap to happen, a bunch of chaos. Like, It doesn't even make sense they're predicting.
Let's see if somebody besides ESPN's got a better one. I just know they have they have the ranking show on there. So let's see if somebody else has anything better. NCAA.com, if they're projecting anything different. Here, let me make sure this is an up-to-date article because I'm just November 26th. That's okay. That's just a head scratcher to me. Nope, they still got Miami at 11, Tulane at 12.
That doesn't make any sense. Miami needs.
It just doesn't seem like
one of those two teams, SMU or Virginia, to lose just so they can make it into the ACC championship.
Okay, by the way, so this is the all right. So the CFP report tweets the best resumes in college football according to ESPN FPI. And so, according to ESPN, BYU has the sixth best resume in the country. The only teams better are A&M at 1, Indiana at 2, Ohio State at 3, Georgia at 4, and Oregon at 5. So they've got ESPN has BYU ahead of Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Alabama, Texas Tech, Notre Dame, Miami, which
But
are
they're
all
not
teams.
in the 12-team playoff.
Tulane, but apparently they can't make the CFP unless they win the Big 12.
That doesn't even make any sense.
But they think Miami's going to get in.
Yeah, they think Miami's going to somehow win this conference.
I mean,
This is
like,
crazy.
and then if you're letting Notre Dame in, but then like Miami can't make it, that also opens up another interesting kind of scenario where Miami and Notre Dame are going to have the same record, but who's got the head-to-head advantage there? Miami. Miami
Yeah,
literally beat
Miami.
Notre Dame
Miami.
earlier this season, but we're going to put Notre Dame in over Miami.
Wow. This bracket is going to be a lot crazier than last year.
I mean, I think that's a bad precedent to set because, like, why on earth would you play an opponent like that early in the season? And then if you can beat them head to head and they can make the CFP over you with the same records, but you're one of their losses.
Like at that point, you might as well just play all the cupcake teams and just get free wins on your schedule.
Just schedule yourself an FCS school and then 2 bottom feeders from a group of 5 conference every year. And why bother?
Yeah. Then you're just worried about winning your conference, and then you get the high seed finish. You get the first round bye. That's silly. I like the top 4. Got Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Georgia.
Yeah, that
makes sense.
And I think there's a good possibility that stays as our top 4. They moved Oregon ahead of Ole Miss, it looks like. That was a really impressive win by Oregon last Saturday. But man, I'm looking at, they got like Oklahoma in here at 8. It's a lot of SEC, and I'm like, so we're just gonna, like, we need, like, if Alabama loses here, like, let's say Alabama gets upset, because I think they've probably got one of the better chances here of a lower seed getting upset, right? That isn't going to win their conference championship game. Because who does Oklahoma play this weekend?
They already played their rivalry game against Texas, so I'm really not sure who
they got. LSU. Okay. So they feel like there's less of a chance of an upset there. So say Alabama loses. Alabama's got 3 losses. Which, I mean, that isn't a big if. Auburn hasn't been great this year. But I do really, there's a lot of ominous energy coming from that stadium for Bama. So say they lose. So what are we doing now? Are we going to put a 3-loss Alabama in over BYU, or are we just going to give it to like Vandy or say maybe Michigan, who again, according to ESPN, have a worse resume than BYU. BYU's if BYU's got 2 losses because they don't beat Texas Tech again, their only 2 losses are to Texas Tech, who is going to be a top 5 seed more than likely with a win there.
Literally the only reason Texas Tech wouldn't be getting a first round bye here is because they're in the Big 12.
Right. I mean, like that also posed a question. Like, if Georgia Tech somehow upsets Georgia, I think you'd have to put Texas Tech as the 4 seed,
I agree.
make Georgia the 5,
Especially if Texas
or
Tech
Oregon
wins that.
maybe.
If they win that conference too.
Mhm.
Because if Miami gets upset, or if Georgia gets upset, then you got a chance for Georgia Tech being back in the mix for the ACC and the 11 seed. So Miami's odds are even slimmer at that point. And they're still predicted to be the 11.
Yeah.
That is just crazy. They think Virginia is going to lose. I get it's a rivalry game, man. Virginia Tech is horrible this year.
Yeah, they're not very good.
And SMU has really turned their season around. I think this is not the time that they're going to drop a game to Cal.
Even with a loss to Cal, Miami needs both. They need Pitt to lose, and they need Virginia to lose. And then but even still, they would have the same conference record. So I don't know what the tiebreaker differential would be. I guess it would just go off of strength of schedule, and at that point, yeah, that would benefit Miami.
Would just benefit them, yeah,
because they played some tough opponents that were. I mean, like, they beat South Florida after they got ranked their first time. I mean, like, Florida, really, that's not that impressive, but they beat Notre Dame. And again, I want to see Notre Dame in the playoff. I want to watch Jeremiah Love in the postseason. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to see the Irish in, but it just doesn't seem like it's at all fair if Miami, who beat them head to head, has to sit out while they get to play in the postseason. So, man, year 2, they just don't. This is a problem with the selection committee, and that's kind of just operating with a made up set of rules.
Mm-hmm.
Is that there just isn't really a clear cut way to do this.
And it's nothing close to the AP poll. Like, Tulane is the 24 ranked team in the entire country. Right. But they got to throw conference winners in there, so they're your 12 seed or your predicted 12 seed.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, I'm pretty sure North Texas is still ranked higher in the top 25. So,
and the AP poll, North Texas is. I don't. North Texas isn't even ranked in the CFP rankings.
That's just wild.
It's weird. Yeah, you also got like James Madison. They're 20th in the CFP rankings, but
what's up, Jasper?
They're not even being considered for what do you call it? For the college football playoff, it seems. Yeah, I don't. Again, these rankings can continue to confuse me here.
Yeah, it's. Last week I was okay with it. I was like, it made a lot of sense. But now, like, Miami has really no chance. I don't feel like they have any chance of making the conference championship.
Yeah, these projections are just puzzling to me.
It's like, when do they start ranking it off the strength of schedule and like who beat who? Because at that point, I feel like you might want to put in 2 ACC teams. If they think Miami's that good enough they're going to win the conference, get lucky enough to win the conference, then they might as well just be one of these spots and have the ACC winner still be at the 11, or have the ACC rank be like the 10.
Who was Miami's other loss? That was Louisville, right?
Yeah.
And SMU. So
they need like 3 teams to lose this week just to make the conference championship, and then they have to win that game too.
Right, they got to beat Pittsburgh, which, I mean, that game's in Pittsburgh, so that's not even.
They just dropped 42 points. They're not playing around at all.
That's no easy task right there. And then they'd still need Virginia to lose, and Virginia's at home against a bad Virginia Tech team. They're 3-8 this season.
Like at this point, I feel like the projection should have been Virginia at the 11, or even SMU. I would have been fine with.
Like I said, I'm a big fan of Jeremiah Love. I want to watch him in the postseason, but at this point, like if Miami and Notre Dame's records are both 10-2, and Miami doesn't make the CFP, but Notre Dame does, then there's just something fundamentally wrong with the selection process because that does not make any sense. Those two
they're
teams,
not following their own made up rules.
You've had like I believe I saw somebody from this quote from somebody in the selection committee that was somewhere along the lines of we just don't have like a good metric to really judge those two, those teams kind of head to head in a way that's like they literally that's not like a verbatim quote, but it was said they said something along those lines just with some more I almost want to say like politician speak where it was like like that's what they were saying, but they just said it in a very convoluted way. It's like they literally played each other on the football field and one team came out victorious. Like that's your metric to go off of.
Yeah. It seems like they don't know when that's what they want to have that be what the deciding factor of like the rankings. Like I don't know what they're looking at to consider first.
Yeah. And so kind of feels like yeah, BYU's going to get robbed and potentially Miami because which I mean, like, I guess I can agree with like you not putting in an ACC team, but then that means Notre Dame can't be in. If like the team that beat them head to head can't make it, then neither can Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah, this it's year 2, so I mean, there's definitely some things that are still going to need to get. There's still some fine tuning that really needs to go into this process. Or I don't know, like feels like maybe we like again need less SEC bias. Not take out one or two of these SEC teams. Oh my God, you don't want to punish the group of 5. It'd be like, or it's only the 4 highest ranked conference champions, and then everybody else is just who's highest in the CFP rankings.
Yeah. I mean, the 5 teams in the SEC that are in there, I feel like the only teams that are going to change their rank and maybe fall out is Alabama and Oklahoma. Because every other team in the SEC besides Vanderbilt is out. They don't have a chance at all to make. So there's really only 6 teams in the SEC that really could be in it. And it looks like 5 of them are going to make it. Like if Oklahoma loses, you think we could maybe have that be Miami's spot, or the winner of the ACC is guaranteed to be the 8?
Yeah, now it just seems like there are some teams that have better resumes that are just on the outside looking in, hoping somebody else loses.
It's really convoluted when you get outside of the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much chaos.
Right. And I mean, like, even up to like 7, like it makes sense. Like Oregon, 1-loss team, couple of really impressive wins, likely going to be 3rd in their conference behind the only 2, like 2 teams that are looking to be undefeated potentially. Oregon's still and they still got a chance to be in the conference championship should Ohio State get upset. Old Miss and Texas Tech again, like both looking to projected to be like 1-loss teams that were, just or that are gonna like just barely miss their conference championship, just by virtue of a head to head and the other, and one team potentially being undefeated going into conference championship weekend. And so like up to there, I'm okay with that all makes sense to me. It's just like you get like from 8 down.
Really, 8 to 11, I don't like.
Yeah.
The winner of the American Conference, that's cool.
Like 12 makes sense. Like I like that like a group there's a door open for the group of 5 to get in there and give them a chance.
So it's really that the 8 to 11 seed is the most convoluted. Those 3 spots are going to be real crazy. Those 4 spaces are going to be real crazy.
So it's just like we're at the point right now where it's like, okay, so a team that's probably going to finish 5th in their conference, maybe 4th, is going to be behind it is in, while a team that's going to be 2nd in their conference, if they don't win it all, is just out. That does not compute. Then we've got another team who, while yes, is probably going to be 4th or 5th in their conference, outside shot that maybe they're 3rd just because they lost 2 conference games, did beat a team that you're also going to put in to the college football playoff because they don't have a conference and they don't have like a conference record to worry about.
Yeah. That is just crazy. This poll is going to be a mess. These next 3 weeks.
I mean, like if you're Miami, I mean, I don't know like what, like you weren't able to take care of your conference games, which
no, that's where they ended up losing.
Those are your 2 losses on the season, but you won all of your non-conference games too, so it doesn't even matter like if they were all cupcakes or not. Like you would have won all of them regardless, probably. So, but because you have a conference and Notre Dame doesn't, it's like you're getting punished for that. Yeah, man, this is boy, this is definitely it's going to be a tricky situation.
And that's wild.
There's going to be a lot of people upset.
Hey.
I mean, I understand. Like they just the rules feel too arbitrary, and it's too. There's too much of like the politics of the NCAA seem like in play here.
Yeah.
I don't.
They're doing a little too much.
It's like all these different athletic directors from different schools that are like on the selection committee. And I don't know if that's really the best way to do that. They need to like assemble like a coalition of like former players and coaches that are.
I think though that way the rankings would be a lot more fair. And I think it would.
I don't know. Even then though, there's still like that. There's still that room for personal bias.
Well, I think there always is going to be in college sports. I don't think they're ever going to get rid of that because I don't know. It's the same as the NFL. Like,
yeah,
you got to think some of those people are fans of those teams.
They need to assemble a committee of mathematicians from the Ivy League schools, because like the Ivy League schools aren't going to be like, they kind of have like
they're only going to be in basketball,
right?
So they can do football.
They can just analyze data based on like all like opponents' strength of schedule, winning percentages, all conference record, all that stuff, and put together a more mathematically based and objective selection process. Because you've got like there's just too many people with too much with conflict. I think just with conflicting interests.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense.
But like the Ivy League, they're not in the, and like that's where like some of the best and brightest are in our country. So that would be, that gives them a chance for, extra different types of extra credit or whatever to help them towards their degree or degrees that they're working on, you know. So you can make it worth their while, and I think it'll give us the, you know, and then like if they're not, if they don't care about sports, then we know, you know, they're just purely going off of data, and it's like, all right, I mean, you can't really argue with that. They don't have any like ulterior rooting interests or motives.
Yeah, no.
Or financial interests, because like again, you've got like these are like ads and people that are from like, you know, FBS schools that are like deciding who's going in. It's like, I mean, you gotta imagine that there's probably some sort of, I mean, they also are probably concerned about, you know, their schools, how their schools making money, and that probably does influence some of their decisions. So it just doesn't seem like it's the cleanest way to select teams.
Making it seem a little bit fixed, honestly. It's kind of BS. There's
Like, I just can't go to the one
working really, really hard.
The one lady who's saying like there's just no fair way to judge, like, or that there's not really a good way to compare Miami to Notre Dame, and it's like,
yeah, there is.
There's not a metric to compare those two. And it's like there's a great metric, and it's
the
called
final score.
They played on the football field, and one team won.
Yeah, the final score of that game is the only metric that you can use to compare those two teams.
Or like BYU, man, like they've got,
like, are they saying that because
the sixth best resume in the country? They're ahead of 5 teams that are in the playoff, and 6, I guess, if you want to count Miami or whoever wins the ACC championship. So they're ahead of 6 teams in that regard in terms of better resume, and they don't get to make it unless they win their conference. And then SEC bias is like, so second in the Big 12, which has been very competitive this year, is not good enough to make it, but 5th or 4th in the SEC is good enough to make it.
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of just basing it off of really nothing. There's so many other reasons that you can say or give that completely contradict the ranking that they just made. Mm-hmm. Or it's like they could be here because of this, but they also could be completely out of the ranking because I forgot about that. They must be saying that you can't compare the two teams because Miami lost a couple conference matchups. In the end of the day, they still beat Notre Dame.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
I think head to head, like if the teams have played head to head and one team won, that should hold a lot of value. Like if you're competing with this team for a spot in the postseason, did you beat them in a head to head matchup? Then you get the nod over them.
That's how it works in the conferences.
Mm-hmm.
They get into the championship games. I don't get that. That's stupid, honestly.
It's too arbitrary, and there's just too like I said, it doesn't seem like they have a very clear set of standards.
No,
to selecting people outside of your 5 highest ranked conference winners. Then after that, it's a free for all. It's the Wild West. You're just completely at the mercy of their
decisions. Yeah,
of the selection committee. Their personal biases and financial interests and rooting interests and everything. It just doesn't seem like a great process. Like, I love the playoff as a concept as a whole, and I mean, it was a lot of fun last year. There were some really great matchups that were, that I really enjoyed. But we really need a better selection process.
We really do. But with that being said, we're going to keep it on to college. Once we come back from our first music break here of the day, we're going to be covering some of that. Got some great Mizzen Maine Empire Classic going on right now. Upset. Cal beat UCLA recently. And last week, Arizona Wildcats took out another former champion. They beat UConn, everybody. So we'll be right back to talk about those games. Stay tuned, everybody, for Till the Final Whistle.
You've got leaving in your eyes as you walk me to the door. Miles between us now and who we were before. I've seen how frail love can be. I know it hurts when it ends suddenly. I hope you never feel that pain, choosing to go when you could have stayed. If there's a choke in your throat when you say my name, finding reasons to blow up my phone. If you're lost, thinking about how we take that break, and it feels wrong sleeping alone. Sometimes it is harder giving up than giving another try. Maybe it ain't time to say goodbye. You're getting older, losing those rose-colored glasses, but it's not over. Luster fades as time passes. I've seen how frail we can be. Broken hearts don't just heal suddenly. Some pain never goes away, like choosing to go when you could have stayed. If there's a choke in your throat when you say my name, finding reasons to blow up my phone. If you're lost, thinking about how we take that break, and it feels wrong sleeping alone. Sometimes it is harder giving up than giving another try. Maybe it ain't time to say goodbye. If there's a choke in your throat when you say my name, finding reasons to blow up my phone. If you're lost, think about how we take that break, and it feels wrong sleeping alone. Sometimes it is harder giving up than giving another try. Maybe it ain't time. If there's a choke in your throat when you say my name, finding reasons to blow up my phone. If you're lost, thinking about how we take that break, and it feels wrong sleeping alone. Sometimes it is harder giving up than giving another try. Maybe it ain't time. Oh, maybe it ain't time.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for supporting our channel by watching and listening.
Find us on the web at mbradio.net.
All right, everyone. You are looking live at Till the Final Whistle. Sorry about that. Getting everything fixed up here. Where should we start in this college basketball, man? Should we flash it back to last week?
I mean,
Really quick
let's
before we head over.
throw it back
our
to
new one.
the last Wednesday.
Man, this was one heck of a game. 71-67. Arizona came into the house And honestly, this was a game that UConn let slip. You got out rebounded by 3 players. They lost the rebound battle 43-23, but only 3 guys got above 5 rebounds on Arizona. Koa Pete had 12, Krivas had 14, and Toby Owaka had 7. Nobody else had above 5 rebounds.
Had above
On
3 rebounds, it looks like.
Yeah.
I think the next closest guy in terms of rebounds was Bradley with 3.
Like they let this one slip. Arizona shot 2 for 10 from 3. They're a team that's built on inside scoring and some mid-range shooting. And UConn had multiple chances with how Arizona was playing defense with wide open 3-point attempts that they missed. Like Arizona was really just kind of giving them this game. They came back down from a 13-point deficit. It was just too little, too late. They're 8 for 25 from 3. You make 2 more earlier in that game, and UConn wins. Like those 3-point shots against a team that hasn't been shooting at a high percentage and only took 10. They're showing you their identity is not to shoot from deep. All they had to do was just make a couple more threes earlier in this game.
And also, just credit to Arizona's defense, though. I mean, they really turned this into a grinded out type of ball game.
It was a battle.
Yeah, and just had it dragging on here. I think that kind of frustrated UConn. This offense can definitely, for UConn, they get very free flowing, a lot of ball movement, opening up shots on the perimeter, and getting some lanes to the basket. And it's a lot of it relies on a lot of pacing and timing. And I think that's something. I mean, that's why you want to play some tough opponents like this early in the season, because that's definitely something UConn's going to need to make an adjustment on going on later. As Arizona really showed you can kind of bog down the game against the Huskies and give them some problems. And despite that, UConn did almost.
Yeah, they made a huge comeback.
Come away with a win.
That 13-point comeback that they made in that second half was pretty masterful. But I got to give one shout out to Jaden Bradley, man. Senior point guard. He's been waiting behind people on this roster for the last 4 years, dude. Because his freshman, sophomore year, they had Ben Matherin in his junior and senior year. He's on the Indiana Pacers now. Last year, they got Caleb Love transferred from North Carolina, and now he's drafted. So he was really getting his chance now to be like the number one point guard and just be a point guard. He waited his turn. He was loyal to the team, loyal to the brand, and I think he's just really developed. Like in this game, he only took 2 threes. Like he was just one dribble in downhill or in the post. He was just killing them all night. Like he had a really clutch shot, 20 seconds left in the game, 5 seconds on the shot clock, and he put Silas DeMari Jr. just in the torture chamber, spin cycled him, and just hit the clutch layup, walking back like nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been really good running the offense.
And he got to the line a lot too. It's just his aggressiveness getting to the cup. It just puts defenders definitely in a tough position. And he's really good at just going in, taking that contact. And like he's not afraid to take contact, get very good free throw shooter. He was 8 of 9 in this one. I mean, he's shooting on the year. He's got a pretty good free throw percentage. Let me see if I can find that for you. But yeah, he's developed really nicely for UConn, and he's going to be a problem. Sorry, not UConn, Arizona. He's going to be a problem.
It's going to be fun watching him. So they got one of the best freshmen. I think Koa Pete's probably going to be one of the best freshmen, top ranks at the end of this season. And they got 2 giant 7-footers. Owaka and Krivas are both 7'2", I think. They've been doing a great job crashing the glass and following their own shots, just keeping their possessions alive. In the shots they did miss, it felt like there was so many blue jerseys in the paint and just not enough UConn guys like they got a wide open 3-point attempt. It felt like UConn just thought it was going to go in, and everyone got back on defense. Just no one was crashing the glass. The only people in the paint was Koa Pete, Krivas, and Awaka. But yeah, this, like you were saying, good things for UConn to work on early in the season. Really just work on getting your percentage up behind the arc and crash the glass a little bit better. And they're still going to be one of the top teams in the country.
The other game that I want to just bring some attention to was a team that I really think is going to be a problem to stop this year, Purdue. And what showed me that is they just blasted Texas Tech, beat them by 30 the other day, beat them 86-56. Yeah. And I mean, like, this is a pretty good Red Raiders team. Like, I think this is a team. Where did they make it last year? They went to the Elite Eight, did they not? If I'm remembering correctly.
They did.
Yeah. And I think they were I think they could be right back there in March this year. Again, JT Toppin's back for another season with leading that squad there. But the Boilermakers, man, Braden Smith and Kaufman Wren, those guys are just cooking. But I mean, this whole starting lineup can when they get into a rhythm, I mean, it's hard to stop, and they've got some great playmakers off the bench as well. You look at this game, man, their big man, Oscar Clough, 15 points and 15 boards in this one. Everybody in the starting lineup scored at least 10 points. And then you had two guys with 11 off the bench. This is a deep Purdue team. Excuse me. This is a very deep Purdue team. I really think Final Four is, I mean, with how good this team is, I really think anything outside of the Final Four would be a huge letdown. Right now, they're kind of my favorite to win it all. Just early in the season, they've just got some really impressive wins on their resume. They took down Alabama earlier in the year. Memphis, they beat, who's got a really good basketball program there. And then, yeah, this dominating win over Texas Tech. So they got a couple of other big non-conference matchups coming up here too. They got Iowa State December 6th, and then Auburn December 20th. And that'll be 2 games before they get into conference play. And then they'll definitely have some tough challenges in conference play. I got this game circled though, 2/17 when they play Michigan. Put that one on your calendars.
That's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That same day, this was back on last Friday, the 21st. Also, BYU kind of blew the doors off of Wisconsin, 98-70.
Oh, that was in that Bad Boy Mowers tournament?
Yeah, it was. Salt Lake City. Shout out Bad Boy Mowers.
Bad Boy Mowers series.
I don't know. I might be calling it. Richie Saunders, the coldest white boy in college hoops. He was kind of cooking in this one right now.
That's a prestigious award.
Yeah,
to be given out early. There's a lot of pretty cold white boys right now.
I get it. It's tough to make that call until March, but early on in the season, I mean, he's been cold as ice. He had 26 in this one. You've got AJ Diabonsa with that team, and then the great defensive center in Kobakita. Diabonsa had 18 points in this one.
All at the line. Holy crap!
Yeah, dude. He was getting. I mean, he's just big and imposing. I think right now he's projected as a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. And I don't know if he'll stay there, but yeah, he'll definitely be going round 1 this year, most likely.
He knows how to just get to his spot where he's the most high percentage, and he's He's just about as physical as anyone else at his size too. So, I mean, he'll get there at will on you. It doesn't matter. Devonta's been really fun to watch.
Yeah, so I do. I'm liking BYU. I would like to see them make a Final Four run. I'm liking what this team's got for sure.
They were really good last year without him. You know, like the fact that they were able to get a kid like this recruited to BYU. I mean, they had a pretty solid squad last year.
Were they
This
Sweet
could be the
16 or
missing
Elite
piece.
8?
I think they got eliminated in the Sweet 16. But that's
It was
still a good run, like without a 5-star freshman recruit on your team that's killing them. You know, they had a really good run. This could be a missing piece for what could be Final Four, like you were saying.
Definitely. Let me see if I can pull up the bracket here. I do want to. I can't remember off the top of my head who they lost to, but it was. Let's see. No, it does look like they actually got to the.
They were
the
an Elite 8 team?
Wait. Yes, they were. They lost to. No. They were Sweet 16. I was wrong. They lost to Alabama.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
But
they
Bama
ran into Jeremiah Fears.
Yeah,
I mean, that's tough.
That was a sick Bama team. They were they were the top offense in the country. They just
That's a tough matchup.
like they put up 88 in that game, and Bama scored 113.
Yeah, that's the Jeremiah Fears effect in March, dude.
I think that game kind of really showed them like, oh man, we need to go ahead and grab some a star like Diabata. So credit to them for getting that. I don't know if Bama will be doing that again to people this year. Their offense is still pretty good, but they're kind of struggling against some tough opponents. Mentioned that they lost to Purdue. Gonzaga took them down the other day. The Zags are having a good start to their season. They lost 10-point victory over Alabama during the Players Era Festival. That was 2 nights ago on Monday night. But I want to go to last night because we had a couple more games at this like Vegas Invitational here, and I want to start.
Oh yeah, the Players Era Festival.
Yeah, Bama got a nice rebound against UNLV last night. They beat them 115-76. But that's not the game that I wanted to talk about. There's 2 games I really want to highlight. First of all, Tennessee, Houston. Tennessee handed the Cougars their first loss of the season. The Volunteers, man, 17-0. And they got this guy, Jacoby Gillespie. He's their senior point guard who is really, I mean, he is really looking like he's poised for a big year. The 3-point shooting wasn't even like his best last night, but I mean, he's definitely a big threat from there. And that was just like him coming off the high screen and roll and just like pulling up for shots deep was really putting a lot of stress on Houston's defense in this one,
which is surprising.
And then I'm trying to.
That's a straight defensive
unit. One of the best defenses, if not the best in the country still. And they were, again, like they were just a great defensive unit last year. And then, oh man, I'm blanking on who it is on this. Oh, here it is. Nate Ahmet, another kid that's projected to be, he's a freshman that's probably going to be one and done, projected to go pretty early in the NBA. 6'10", 207 pound forward with 9 points there. Yeah, Volunteers, man.
This was like an off night for him too against Houston.
Right, he wasn't even really that good in this one. Pulled in a couple of boards and everything. So look out. I mean, if Gillespie's scoring 22, hitting threes, and this guy's going and the Mets going inside, they could be a really scary team.
Oh yeah, I think this was just a really Alment's first tough matchup where he got a really tough defender on him because he had 20 against Rutgers, 15 against Tennessee State, and then 19 against Rice and North Florida is who they played week 1.
Yeah.
I don't even know what team that is. UNF. I'd never heard of it, but I mean, just a few games in, yeah, maybe one or 2 seasons he could be in the NBA.
Yeah, so this was really Tennessee's first real test of the season. But obviously, they were trying to avenge an Elite 8 loss that they had last year to Houston. Yeah. Oh man, who was it that Houston had last year? He went in the NBA. I'm blanking on his name. He was sick though. They're trying to fill his shoes. Kingston Fleming, maybe to be the guy to do that. He had 25 last night. Him and Uzon were really the only ones that were going for the Cougars, though. The rest of the 17 for Uzon, but the rest of the squad was having some trouble scoring points. Not a lot of them seemed very confident taking shots. Kind of an off night for Manuel Sharp.
Do they still have LJ Cryer?
That was his name. LJ.
He turned up last year for him.
That was who I was thinking of, Caveman. No, they do not. I don't think so. I think he was
if he got drafted. Let me just click on him here on Google. Yeah, that was his senior year last year.
Yeah, that's who they were missing. I couldn't remember his name. Trying to fill his shoes because he was. That's kind of what Houston's style of basketball is. They play great defense, and then they've just got like 1 or 2 guards that are just fantastic scorers that are going to do a lot of the scoring. And so right now it's looking like Flemings is going to be one of the guys to do that. He's averaging 17 this year. Just a freshman too.
It's tough that they can ever make like that. They got to make a run. Because guard play is big thing in March. Like it's pick and roll all day long.
It really is, yeah. A lot of mid-range shooting. You have to be very good from there.
Like it's really where you know who's going to be if they're going to be an NBA level facilitator, if they're going to be a scorer. It's really where you find out where those guards are going to be placed. Mm-hmm. And there's so many coaches. Like credit to Arizona's coach for producing so many guards, man. TJ McConnell, freaking Ben Mathurin, Caleb Love, just to name the guys in the last 2 seasons that got drafted. Like they produced some guards over there.
Yeah.
And shout out Aaron Gordon having his best NBA season in his entire career right now. He's just out. He's injured. Sucks. 4 to 6 weeks we're going to be missing AG.
And then the last matchup I wanted to just address, because the reason I was telling you circle that Michigan matchup, the Wolverines look like they could be really dangerous this year, man.
They got themselves a squad. Lenborg.
Dude,
that dude is nasty.
He's been cooking all season. They just dominated Auburn last night. I mean, that game, I was watching some of that game, wasn't even close at any point. Yeah. Yaxel Lendenberg. Man, is that German? Sounds German. It says he's from Pennsauken, New Jersey. Never heard of it, but yeah, dude, a 6'9", 240-pound forward, averaging 15 this season. He had 17 against Auburn last night. 25 just a week ago.
Middle Tennessee State. That was weirdly a close game though. 80. Okay, I thought that was 86-81.
No,
that's a 6. Yeah, that was a 25-point game.
Yeah, Michigan is just a big team, man. I mean, they have a lot of big players here, and they play, really great defense. They blocked 5 shots, had 7 steals, and this one 51 rebounds in this game. I mean, they just they're gonna just clean the boards.
Yeah, this
I mean,
team is
you
big.
yeah,
Their
you
starting lineup is just a bunch
it's
of tall, lanky dudes. Holy crap.
yeah, it's a huge lineup.
Morez Johnson and Lindenborg are both 6'8" and just like jacked. And then you got a big boy, 7'3", 255 a day. Mara is their center. The smallest guy in their starting five is obviously the point guard. He's 6'1". But everybody else besides him is 6'5" and above in the starting lineup
Right,
for
dude.
Michigan. Holy crap.
Dude, it's a big squad. They can they defend really well, and you're just not going to get a lot of rebounding opportunities. That's where I think they're gonna if you're having an off night, you're missing shots. Yeah, I mean, forget about it. You're not getting a lot of second chances. So I mean, they really force you to have to be on your best shooting. I think they're a pretty good team shooting the three ball as well. I mean, they shot pretty well in this one. They were 40%, 51% from the field in general.
There's two guys. I'm just clicking through, looking at their player profiles. Two guys on the bench so far that are under 6'5". Three. Trey McKinney is 6'4". LJ Carson is 6'2". Everybody else on this team is above 6'5", other than those three dudes that we mentioned.
Mhm.
That's insane.
So, I mean, it's not like I was watching them last night. Like, it's not like they're like super slow for big guys either. They got a lot of good speed. So, I think Michigan's going to be a bit of a problem.
They're not just big; they're big and athletic.
Yeah. All right, Cameron, you want to let's do a little fun, like way too early Final Four prediction. You want to do that? Just
ooh, okay. Let me check out the top 25.
I got you here. Yeah. I think I've got just off of some of my initial watching who I've got so far.
I'm going to put Arizona is going to be my one team. I'm riding with Arizona. That's one team I'm going to put in there.
All right.
And I'll say BYU.
Shout out.
And then let me see. Where's the SEC? You know what? Just to make it fun, they got Dominique Wilkins' son, Georgia. Not even ranked right now, but let me go Georgia. And Duke.
Okay.
Because Boozer's been playing really well too.
Yeah, Duke's
and these young prospects are balling right now.
I'll be interested to see how they play it. They've got a tough stretch of games coming up because their only challenge has been Kansas. I kind of think Kansas is overrated. Well, Hunter Dickerson, he's like in his 10th year of college.
Oh yeah, he's been playing as long as Tyler Shuck was in college.
Is that his name? He didn't even play in their game against Duke. Yeah, I don't think Kansas is really. I think they're kind of overrated. I guess they were ranked when Duke beat them, but I don't really think Duke's had anybody too challenging. But their next here's their next 5 games coming up. Only one of them really is easy. They're gonna have Arkansas, then Florida, then they're at Michigan State.
Oh man.
Then they're home against Lipscomb, and then they've got Texas Tech. That's a real tough stretch coming up. So I want to see how Duke comes out on that stretch because right now I don't know. Like they're certainly going to be good. I think they're still an Elite 8 team for sure. I don't know, but I want to see how they do against some real competition first. Right now, my Final Four, if I were going to go up with one, I've got Purdue, Arizona, Michigan, BYU. That's my way too early
Ooh, I like
Final
it.
Four
I
predictions.
like that.
I don't know. Purdue is they just show me a lot of good things. I don't know if they're really gonna how many teams are actually gonna be able to stop them.
That's definitely set to change for both of us. But drop your way too early predictions in the comments right now. Let us know what you think. This tournament's obviously going to have a lot of carnage and chaos because more than just those Power 5 conferences are involved here. Because we got the Big East and all those teams over there. Big Sky. You never know what's going to happen, what Ivy League team's going to come in there and might get it upset. Maybe another Oakland University with Jack Golke. He's the one reason that guy even got drafted into the NBA.
Did he get drafted?
I don't think he got drafted, but I think he got free agent signed and then was later in the G League.
Yeah, he like kind of like the Pat Spencer type of dynamic where he's like just a guy that's got a 9 to 5, but he can also hoop.
Pat Spencer, man.
Over to the women's side, just to take a look at here. We haven't had as many premier matchups in this one yet. However, on Friday we got a couple of really good games. We had Michigan taking on UConn. Sarah Strong leading her team to a victory over the Wolverines. Yeah, UConn
20 boards.
They lost.
God dang.
They lost Paige Beckers, and I still think they could go back to back right now because you've got like Strong's playing well. I mean, you just pointed out 20 rebounds. Like that's insane, dog.
Oh yeah.
Here's her stat line: 16 points, 20 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks.
God.
Against
only 3 free throws
against the 6th ranked team in the country, dog. It's not like she's doing this against some, like crappy mid-major. Nah, this is a top 10 school in the country, bro. And
they still got a squad though. They still got KK Arnold around to dish it.
Azzy Fudd coming up off the bench now. Yeah, dude. Sarah Williams, I think, is all like she was kind of quiet in this one, but I think she'll be really good for him. Yeah, Fudd dropped 31 in this one, not to be outdone by Sarah's insane game. 31, 5, 1, 2, and 2. Dude. Yeah, they like I said, like you lose like you had like the best player in the country get drafted to the WNBA, and like I still think they could really go back to back.
I know. That's insane, dude. I mean, they got
Sarah
still got one of the best coaches in college basketball for women's.
And Sarah Strong's just, like she's playing out of her mind. Fudd's playing out of her mind. Like she was like Azzy Fudd was coming off the bench a lot for him and past years, and now she's starting, and it's like, all right, yeah, she's ready for this. That's all. And like they that close win over Michigan, they also beat an Ohio State team that's been really good the past few years. They beat them pretty handily. They beat Louisville to open the season. Just blew the doors off of Utah the other night. I'm telling you, watch out for UConn. I do like. I mean, Michigan's still got a good team too, and they made this really close. It was 72-69. Silas Swords, she was cooking up. She had 29 points. She hit 8 threes in this one. Yeah. That was what was keeping them in this game, bro. She was
the only one that could hit one.
She was red hot from 3. Yeah. She was the vast majority of her team's 3-point shooting.
You made 8 of the 12.
Mm-hmm.
But man, we might see some parity to the WNBA. Like the teams that have that dominant big are the ones that were making it really, really far into the playoffs. We could see that here in college basketball because UCLA still got their girl.
Yeah, Lauren Betts
over there.
Also on that Friday night, you had this was a grinder of a game. USC versus Notre Dame, man. 61-59 in the final. The Irish eke out a victory in this one. Man, I hope Juju gets healthy soon to come onto this USC team because I mean they're already looking.
They look way better.
They do look pretty good. And they were missing what's her name? Kiki Irifrim. She wasn't even playing in this one, and they still really they held it in close. Kara Dunn gave them 21 points in this game. Jazzy Davidson, I love her name. That's just the freshman out of Oregon. She's looking pretty impressive for them. So, and it's kind of filling that role while they try to get healthy. So yeah, I mean the Trojans starting out 3-2, but they're dealing with some injuries. They're not even really at full strength, and they still look pretty impressive. So I mean, once they get healthy, they're going to be really good. And then on the other side, Notre Dame off to a good 4-1 start. I mean, they've got a winning record. I'm a little nervous about this team, though. They're still second. They're still second in the ACC. It was that game against Michigan where I mean they just kind of got overpowered. Really, they lost that one 93-54. That's where some of my concerns come up. They are kind of a smaller lineup too, and so it just seems like they can kind of get.
They get big bodied.
They might get overpowered.
It seems like Hannah Hidalgo is having a great resurgence season, though.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm looking at her over 20 points a game right now.
She's great. I wonder
first in the scoring.
I don't exactly know how eligibility works and if she has to play through her senior year or if she can go into the draft this year. But I would imagine she would be a top 10 pick. She's absolutely balling right now. 27 is what she's averaging.
Yeah,
you look at her
the NCAA right now in scoring.
Look at her last 5 games. That Michigan game was really the only one where she was kind of held in check. She only had 12, but she's got 25, 22, 44, 32.
44 and 9 rebounds. And she's only 5'6".
Oh my.
She got 8 boards in the first game.
Dog.
7 against USC.
Look at how many steals she had against Akron in the Shamrock Classic.
Yeah, 16. She had 6 against CMU.
There's
5
no way.
against USC.
Is that a typo?
Nope.
Dude, there's no way. How did I?
He's the pickpocket, dude.
There's no way. Oh my God. How did I miss that? After this
44.
happened?
She got a double-double with points and steals, almost a triple-double because she got 9 boards.
Dude.
And she was 64% shooting.
It should be a crime that wasn't national news.
I know.
She had 16 steals. That's ridiculous. Somebody verify that ain't a typo because oh my God,
no, it's not. There's the highlights video right here. Hannah Hidalgo drops 44 points, 16 steals in historic night.
Bro, I work at a place that has dozens of television stations.
No, nobody's talking about this.
I didn't see that. I didn't see anything of it on social media.
No.
Or nothing when it happened, bro. That's
disrespect.
That's actually a crime.
That's a crime.
That should have been on all the major news networks. I don't even care. I mean, they're always even when I'm doing NBC, ABC News, or CBS Morning News, all those network news shows, they have a little section for sports, about some things happening in sports. I think 16 steals in a basketball game
should be the top headline for the entire day.
You should be, anytime you mention anything about sports that day. Yeah.
That should be what you talk about first.
That's actually criminal. She didn't get any recognition for that.
Shout out to Hannah Hidalgo's performance in the freaking Shamrock
44
Classic, bro.
And 16 points.
She Shamrock
don't care.
Classic MVP.
I don't
right
even
there.
care if it was against Akron. That's so baller.
No, seriously. We might have to build us a case. Hannah Hidalgo might go for National Player of the Year if she keeps statting it up like this.
I'm thinking yes.
And
Let's
they
go.
keep winning.
All right, you want to give some way too early what you want to call it? Final Four predictions?
For women's? All right.
Yeah.
I'm going Sarah Strong. If Sarah Strong gets any 20 rebound games in the tournament, just call it a win for UConn. UConn in there. Honestly, I want to say Notre Dame.
All right.
But I feel like they're a bit undersized. I'm leaving them out. They're my first team out. Notre Dame's my first team out. So I'll go UConn, UCLA. Then we want take a gander here.
Yeah, I mean,
Man,
it's tough, man.
It's a bloodbath. You know what? Maryland. They're in the top 10. Let me just get them in there. And they're currently leading the Big Ten 7-0. Maryland. And Tennessee.
All right. I'm going to be a little boring with my first three. I know, I'm sorry, but I'm going with the top 3 teams in the country: UConn, South Carolina, and UCLA.
I mean Texas, not Tennessee.
Oh, okay, Texas. All right. Yeah,
Texas.
I hear you. Currently the 3 top ranked teams in the country right now, they all look really good. I mean, Joyce Edwards is playing out of her mind for South Carolina. I think they still got one of the best bench units in all of the NCAA. UConn's got a really deep team, and their 2 stars, Flood and Strong, are just dominating so far. And then, yeah, I think Lauren Betts probably it's between her Strong right now for me for like best big in women's hoops right now. And then I like Kiki Rice is an excellent point guard, and Gabriela Jaquez I think could be really dangerous from 3 this year. Like if she gets that 3 ball going a little bit more as the season goes on, I think that'll be a big weapon for him. But then I'm gonna get a little fun with my 4th one. Give me USC. I know.
Okay.
I think they get healthy. That team is going to be very hard to stop.
I like that.
And I think they're going to probably struggle to win some games and seem a little middle of the pack, but then they're going to get healthy. They're going to go on a run. They're going to get into March, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I like that.
Bam. All right. Well, it's 9:18. Do you want to hit a? Actually, we got to just talk a little NHL really fast, mainly because we got to glaze our abs.
Definitely.
We got a little caught up in all the college hoops, but yeah, the NHL season is also going in full swing. The Colorado Avalanche are just tearing through the NHL right now. They only have 1 loss in regulation this season.
My gosh.
They haven't lost at home. They're 16-1-5. They're dominating. You go and look at well, you know what? I think I gave you a video from the great Zach By here in
we do from 104.3 The Fan.
Yeah, 104.3 The Fan here in Denver, Colorado. Why don't you go ahead and just play that video? He explains it very well.
The Colorado Avalanche are currently embarrassing the rest of the NHL. Here's why. You can start with the fact that the team has won 9 consecutive games. They're 11-0-2 in their last 13 games. That's good for the 5th longest point streak in team history. Guys, they've lost 1 game since Halloween, and here we are the week of Thanksgiving. They're one of 2 teams left in the NHL who have yet to lose a home game in regulation. With only 1 loss in regulation, the Avs became the 4th team ever to go through their first 20 games and only suffer 1 regulation loss. In a road back-to-back over the weekend, the Avs started 2 different goaltenders and each had a shutout in back-to-back days for the first time in the history of the team. Almost impossible to believe, but the Avs have allowed just 2 goals at even strength in the last 4 games. Yet the Avs just had a stretch where they scored within the first minute of a game in 5 of 10 contests. If you pull up the list of league leaders in plus minus, it's just a bunch of members of the Avs. The Colorado Avalanche have outscored their opponents by 38 goals in 22 games. The next biggest margin in the NHL is the Hurricanes plus 13. Think about that gap. They're the league leader in goals scored, but they also allow the least amount of goals. They have the offensive firepower capable of hanging 9 on you, but also the capability to grind out a 1-0 victory. If they can keep it up, I know how this story.
Yeah,
you
dude.
love to see it.
They're
you love to see it.
They are cooking this season, bro. Nathan McKinnon, dude, he's like on pace to put himself on the upper echelon of the greatest NHL players we've ever seen, dude. He's doing some incredible historic things right there. I'm spacing on the name of the 2 goaltenders, but those guys are.
So Mackenzie Blackwood is our main starter who is injured, and then the other guy is I forget his first name, but his last name is Wedgwood. So we got Blackwood and Wedgwood.
The Wood brothers, we'll call them.
You'd think there'd be turmoil in the goalie room. Nah, we're just happy with being a deep team. We'll still come out there and win. They'll both shut you out. It doesn't matter who we start.
And like this whole team is so good, and like that just I want to just bring it back to McKinnon to just like how deep this Avs team is and how many like great players there are on here. And he's still leading the team in points, goals, assists, and plus minus.
What a legend,
bro. Like,
what a legend.
I mean, he's gonna, I think when it's all said and done, man, he could be a top 5. I don't know exactly the criteria as I'm not as knowledgeable on hockey as I am with like other sports, but I think he really's got the possibility to be a top 5 player all time. If you're a huge hockey fan, let me know if that's a crazy take to say, but he's just been incredible the past few seasons.
I'd say he's already a top 5 all-time Avalanche player.
Oh, definitely.
Easily.
Get another ring on his resume, dude. But I'm like, dude, you just look at this team. Like Landeskog has always been a great player for us. So is Towers, some great defenders. Cale McCarr's having himself a fantastic season. Nakis is really breaking out this year.
The Avs really look like they got over that issue too of just letting games slip.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of the issue last year. We'd be dominating the whole game until that third period starts. And then it feels like we take our foot completely off the gas.
Right. I think that was a big point of emphasis in this offseason. They are closing games because really that was their biggest weakness last year. I think they could have easily gone to the West Championship, maybe further. They just could not close out games. And that cost them against Dallas because Dallas is just too good of a team to not. If you're not going to close them out, they can come back.
Yep.
And Dallas is the team that's closest on their heels right now. But if the way they're playing, I mean, it'll be tough to catch them because Dallas is currently 14-5-4.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be hard. They're already 5 games back.
Mm-hmm.
That is tough.
So good, dude. It's a good time to, good time to be a Denver sports fan, dude. Jokic is again having another MVP like level season, but this is probably the best depth he's had behind him in a long time. The Avs are dominating right now with arguably the best player in hockey. I know Connor McDavid still exists, but what McKinnon's doing is pretty incredible.
You know what's gonna make you smile, HG?
What's that?
This Nuggets bench, this Nuggets unit without him on the floor. the highest net rating in the Jokic era.
I love
the highest net rating. Last year it was -7. We are miles better. -1.5.
That's what I think's going to make him so dangerous in the playoffs, dude. Is like Jokic would have to play so many minutes, and like you could just see like the defense is just like the whistles don't come as much, and he's getting hacked and just battered around there, and like he'd still be his efficiency could drop a little at the end of the games because I mean he's just taking so much punishment. He doesn't get a chance to rest or anything. So now
it's kind of like Monday night's game.
Yeah.
He had a triple-double, but 17, 10, and 16. Just a chill little night. Let Jamal Murray and Peyton Watson lead in scoring. That's just a chill little triple-double.
Right. I'm looking at the plus-minus right now for the NHL. That's just so hilarious. It's all Avs. The top 5 is all Avalanche.
God. Dude.
It's McKinnon, McCarr, LeCohen, Neckis, and Towns.
We might be seeing
Toes.
We might be seeing Ball Arena get pretty busy.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a busy
playoff time
for Ball Arena.
Ball Arena's
and then you
busy.
Look at goals. Nathan McKinnon #1. Points. Nathan McKinnon #1. Plus-minus McKinnon #1. Wins of the season. Scott Wedgwood #1. You've got save percentages. Wedgwood #3. You've got goals against average. Wedgwood #2. So,
oh my gosh,
the best offensive player, just by statistically right now in the league, with a top 5 goalie in the league.
We have 2 top 5 goalies.
You've got that for Denver sports. So you've got that going for the Avs. You've got the Nuggets are cooking, like two of the best teams we've seen for them in a while. The Broncos have an elite defense and a very promising young quarterback who is, despite the offensive struggles, they're getting it together. Like a team that's 9-2 and still in contention for the 1 seed that hasn't even played their best ball. And the Rockies season is over, so we don't got to watch them play baseball. Good time to be a Denver sports fan.
Happy times.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball season's over, and everyone else is playing pretty good, man.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if you want to take another break real quick, or should we just jump into Team Builder? Try this.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll come right back, and we'll get Team Builder going for everybody. But stay with us. Got our 300,000 rushing yards, 20 running backs. Think about those 4 numbers that you want us to double. Drop it in the comments for us. We'll be right back, everybody, with some more till the final whistle.
At Military Broadcast Radio, the goal is to offer a platform for mental health advocacy while connecting the military community through various media platforms. Founded by U.S. Army veteran Joel Hunt, MBR gives a voice to veterans, first responders, and their families through streaming radio, podcasts, video, and outreach events. With its leadership run completely by veterans and hosts of the diverse programming from all branches of service, MBR was created as a response to the silent battles veterans face after service. Military Broadcast Radio is also a Wreaths Across America partner, hosting a $5 back sponsorship group page. For every veterans wreath sponsored through the Military Broadcast Radio page, MBR receives $5 back to help support their platforms and outreach. Veteran and first responder stories need to be told and shared. And with your support, MBR can continue to bring together veteran nonprofits, mental health organizations, and government agencies to bridge the gap between veterans and vital resources. To find out more and donate, visit wreathacrossamerica.org/MBR.
Staying with us. Technical difficulties potentially.
Says saying our mics are unmuted. I think we're all back and good now.
Okay, perfect.
But let's get into it, everybody. We got your favorite segment, and that is going to be team building exercise.
And I'm putting together a special team.
All right, everyone. You know the rules. 20 running backs. We got our random wheel generator that I'm pulling up right now. Every NFL team plus the your choice space. And we want 300,000 total rushing yards. So we're looking for the top guys. Let's go. First spin here.
Yeah. Also, drop us 4 numbers that we'll select to double that total. 4
And
random numbers. Drop them in the comments.
we got the Bucks, baby.
The Bucks. Who do we want to go with here? And
We can go with.
Oh wait! Don't we want to go with Shady? Didn't he randomly play?
Oh yeah,
The
he
Bucks.
finished off his career there.
I want to just.
I think he was there with Brady and Gronk.
I want to just double check that, but I'm pretty sure we're right. Yeah. He was 2020, very last year of his career.
We'll take Shady on the first spin. I like that.
All right, so let's go Shady. It's going to be 11,102.
Steelers. Next spin, Pittsburgh.
Alrighty, I guess we go.
This one is.
We go Franco, right?
Franco Harris.
The Immaculate Reception. Man. Franco Harris. It's a good start for us. 12,120. We got any anyone to give us any numbers yet?
No numbers yet.
Okay.
Send in those 4 numbers in the comments right now, and you'll be able to get our doubles. Eagles.
There we go. We got 4, 8, 12, and 16. So we're just going by multiples of 4 this week.
I like it. So this is spin number 4. We get a double this one. We got the Eagles.
This is our
This is 3.
3, yeah.
Okay.
Well, dang, we just took Shady.
Yeah, that stinks.
Don't want to do Brian Westbrook because he wasn't quite as good. I mean, do we think Saquon's got a lot?
I mean, we could try Saquon Barkley. I don't think that would be a bad pick.
I mean, he's been doing a fairly high level. I'm just a little worried with his injuries, but I mean, I feel like he's still got like a fair amount of yards. Because I just remember we went with Brian Westbrook last time, and that kind of turned out.
Let's try Saquon Barkley.
Disastrous. Let's see. Maybe did we sell? No, not really. I mean, he's got 7,900 career rushing yards.
That's good. That's pretty good.
We'll take that. That's.
We were doing this one last year. We wouldn't have got the full all those yards he got last year.
Yeah, the 2K season definitely.
Seahawks.
Beast mode.
Hang on here.
Or wait, didn't AP or Frank Gore play there? Let's verify that. I think we got Adrian Peterson actually.
I think Ricky Waters also played with the Seahawks.
Well, this we get the double, so we definitely want to do Adrian Peterson, who did play at the Seahawks.
Okay, AP.
Yeah. We'll go AP. That way we get the double. 14,918.
When the heck was he with the freaking
2021?
Seahawks? What? The COVID season. Oh, what the heck? Now we got the Raiders.
Oh, that's not bad. Marcus Allen.
Perfect. I did not remember Adrian Peterson on Seattle.
I know he just like stopped there like very randomly at the end of his career.
The Jags.
Marcus Allen. Let me get his total down real quick. That was going to be 12,243. That's big.
Well, Jags, we want Fred Taylor all day.
Freddie T. He is Fred.
It's also a fun fact. My friend just texted me Franco Harris played for the Seahawks in his last season in 1984
No
as
kidding.
well. Now we
Okay.
got the Ravens.
11,695.
Derrick Henry. Here.
Yeah, Derrick.
Because he's almost top 10, I think.
He added a whopping 64 extra yards for us this week too.
Perfect.
That'll be big. So that's every time we get him, that total goes up. That's 12,294 now. All right, this one we do get the double. Who do we got?
Dang it. The Jags.
All right, now drop a yo.
We need a yo right
We're
here.
gonna respin this. We're not doing the Jags again.
We need a yo right here. We're not doing this crap.
We really want like some big numbers to double. Because I mean, like, yeah, you could double like MJD, I think would be our next best option. He's got like
he had at least 7,000-8,000, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we need that yo. There it is. Get the spin going.
Perfect.
Oh, give us your choice. Broncos.
I got the Broncos.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, I guess we go Clinton Portis. That's like 9,000. I'm just trying to. Man, Broncos just really. We've had good running backs. They just like haven't had long careers.
Yeah.
Outside of Portis, man, that's like really the only guy. Like even TD, man, like his career is only like 6 years.
Yeah. Let's just go with Clinton Portis.
Yeah.
I think that's our best option, really.
All right. One of these days, we're gonna find out that there was somebody we were missing. Just
Colts, baby.
All right, hold on a second. I'm trying to grab Portis's numbers. It's like 9,923.
I know the Colts. Do we want to go Frank Gore or do we want to go Eric Dickerson?
Was Gore a Colt?
Oh my God. My friend just texted me again. You guys the Broncos literally had a top 10 rushing yards leader in his last season, Tony Dorsett. He's in the top 10.
No, Tony Dorsett was a Bronco?
Tony Dorsett, 1988. I just got the message right now.
No.
He said Tony Dorsett, all caps.
Dude, I totally forgot Tony Dorsett existed.
He was on the Cowboys for 10 years and on the Broncos for 1.
That's dang, man.
I don't think we picked Tony Dorsett this whole time either.
No.
I
I forget Tony Dorsett even existed. He rushed for so many yards too. That's well.
That is a tragedy right here until the final whistle.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Colts.
Was Gore a Colt?
He was.
He was. All right. I feel like we just go.
I think it was 2014.
Okay. You want me to just verify that just to be sure?
Let's hit up Wikipedia real quick.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't want to cheat if he wasn't actually there, but I do kind of feel like he was a Colt. You were close on the year. It's 2015 to 17.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll have that. We'll hit up Frank Gore. Man, I cannot believe I've been spacing Tony Dorsett this entire time.
Me too. What the heck? The Raiders again.
The Raiders. Oh crap. We already got Marcus Allen.
Damn. Well, I guess we can go beast mode.
Did we? Oh yeah, we didn't take Marshawn, did we?
Not yet.
Yeah, there we go.
Not yet.
Good shout, kid, man. Beast mode. We got 16K for Gore. Let me grab beast mode's rushing total. We're gonna have to write Tony Dorsett on sticky notes and just place them all.
It's gonna be all over the walls inside the studio. Next time Joel gets in here, he's gonna think we're madmen.
I'm low-key just so embarrassed that
I know, dude.
I forgot Tony Dorsett even existed. Oh man.
Dang it.
I got 10,413 with beast mode.
We got the Titans.
The Titans.
Eddie George.
Old Eddie George. Let's go. Yeah, we were forgetting Eddie George for a while too.
Gosh.
Old erectile dysfunction. Or wait, that's ED, not EG. That's 10,441.
10K.
Mr. Dorset.
Niners.
All right, we get to double this one here.
Dang, we could have doubled Frank Gore, and we already freaking picked him.
That's rough. Yeah. Do we go our second yo here? Try to get another spin, or I mean, I remember we were looking at Garrison Hurst last time.
Here's
But
a crazy pull.
who's that?
O.J. Simpson.
Was OJ a Niner?
O.J. Simpson. Fact check me. I swear. I think he was. I swear I think he was.
Holy Hey man, there's no way.
Let's go.
78 to 79.
Let's go.
Dog, what a pull.
Let's go.
The juice, baby.
Let's go.
Education.
No.
Thank you.
Give me that.
Hey man, you're actually the GOAT for that one. Holy crap.
Oh my. We needed that.
Dude,
huge pull.
I cannot believe you came up with that. That's 11,236.
Let's go.
Massive. All right. That was big. That was big. All righty. What's our next one here?
Oh,
car alarm going on.
Ravens.
The Ravens again. And what's his name? Is Jamal something? Is it Jamal Lewis, I think?
Oh, I think so.
This
maybe we'll.
I might be selling this here, but I feel like he was. Man, how is it spelled? I'm gonna try Lewis. I'm not seeing him. There he is, Jamal. It was 1A, not 2. We're gonna go Jamal Lewis here, and was he a Raven? He was, yeah. Okay. That was a good pull. It's 10,000.
Oh.
And 607 yards.
I love it.
All right. It looks like he was also a Cleveland Browns for a time.
Huh.
Something to just keep in mind. All right. What's our next team, Caveman?
Next up. Wow. We got the Ravens again.
I
think this might be our third yo.
No, we've only used one. For the Broncos. We took we've only used one, so let's use our second.
Okay.
We're doing pretty good here, so let's we'll see how my next stat's like Bo Jackson, but I don't think he just didn't play enough. Darren McFadden, I just don't think was successful enough. I mean, we could go Josh Jacobs, but that's not like super great. All right, so drop a yo for us.
Our third one. We almost used it when we got the Niners.
Yeah.
That's why I thought we used two.
But you
Somehow.
pulled out the OJ. The OJ pick. I cannot believe you knew that. That was incredible.
I need to find the video that I saw a couple days ago where they were talking about just random players stopping in random spots.
All right, well, I don't know if we're getting one, so we may have to go take a Raider.
Well, Raven. We're on Baltimore.
A Raven. I mean, we could go Willis McGahee. He had a fairly long career.
Let's try that. Wait,
freaking
Ricky Williams was on the Ravens.
Was he?
I swear.
Tricky Ricky? Let me see here.
Right before the end, he signed with them.
$2011.
Right before the end of his career. I knew it.
He did that 5 years after a brief stint with the Toronto Argonauts. All right, bam. Well, let's go. Ricky.
He was going off in the CFL, and they called him up.
Ricky Williams.
They called him back up.
Dolphins were like, come back, Ricky. We need you. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll take 10,009 yards.
Now we're on the Browns.
Jim Brown.
Love it. We hadn't got them yet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Big. That's big. All right. This is our final double that we got here.
16. Number 16 is on the Bengals.
Well, that's not terrible. We haven't taken Corey Dillon yet, have we?
No, we have not.
Bro, what's great? Jim Brown only played from 57 to 65, so about 8 years. And in 8 years, he rushed for 12,312 yards.
He led the league in rushing every single season.
He was different, man.
he was insane. I'm pretty sure he was the leading rusher for 8 years. He had like 8-year careers every season, dude.
Then we get the double. Corey Dillon's 11,241.
Oh, nearly got your choice, but we land on the Packers.
The Packers.
Down to take Amon Green is who we've been picking, right?
Yeah, I don't know if there's
I don't think anyone else really has that many.
Yeah. We'll go with Amon Green.
I'm liking the wheel today.
It's been pretty good to us.
We've been getting blessed.
All right, that's 9,205. Another Seattle Seahawks legend, Amon Green. And he's a Houston Texan. We got to keep that in mind. He was a Texan.
Oh. Well, we got Baltimore again.
There's no way.
So maybe it might be Willis McGahee time now.
Well, let's use one of our yos.
If we could get a yo now, that would be very helpful.
Want to spare us from having to risk the McGahee effect. Any takers? Anyone want to drop a yo in the chat? Unless you've got any other crazy Ravens polls.
I can't think of any now. I only thought of that one because I like Ricky Williams. The Saints for only 3 years.
Well, we could risk it with McGahee, because I really don't know, or we could go with old, like Mark Ingram's not.
Mark Ingram wouldn't be bad. He's like 7,000 or 8,000.
He's like, I think 8,000, like 11, 8,111, something like that.
Let's do Mark Ingram. I think that'll be more than Willis McGahee.
He's probably the safer pick. Let's go. Let me go grab his total. Mark. There you are. Yeah, 8,111. I was right. All right, we got 2 more.
2 more.
Oh, he was also a Houston Texan. Look at that.
Love it. Your choice. Oh yeah.
All right, Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith. Oh, that's so clutch. One of the last spins.
If I need that, that's like I've almost got his memorized. It's like 18,300 and something. 355.
Final spin. The Bills.
Thurman Thomas.
Oh yeah. There we go. Yo, what a great week for us on the wheel. Oh my gosh. What a great week for us here.
It's going to be 12,074. Dude.
There's no way we still didn't get it after that.
If I like miss a number or something, we only got 255,000.
What?
Hold on here.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Do we need to take a quick break?
Yeah, send us the break real quick. We'll have to just speed through pick 'em. I'm gonna re-add up everything here and just make sure we got that right.
All right. We'll be right back, everybody.
this, then I watched the evening news. There were folks that still wouldn't stand for the old red, white, and blue. At first it made me fight and mad, how they think that that's okay. Then I thought they just don't understand, and given a chance I'd say, have you ever been there when taps was played, or for a 21 gun salute? Had to hear the words you never want to hear. Have you ever had to face that truth? When a son or daughter didn't come back home to a family so devoted, then you might not disrespect our flag. If you'd ever been handed one folded. Have you seen a heartbroken mother or a father fall to his knees? Been there when a family got the news that your freedom wasn't free? Have you seen a flag draped coffin? If you did, how'd it make you feel to know a soldier died to give you the right to stand or kneel? Most of us are immigrants, proud to call America home. And I'll stand for the red, white, and blue, even if I gotta stand alone. 'Cause I've been there when taps was played for a 21 gun salute. I had to hear the words I didn't want to hear. Yeah, I had to face that truth. When a son and daughter didn't come back home to a family so devoted, you never disrespect our flag. If you'd ever been handed one folded, you never disrespect our flag. If you'd ever been handed one folded. One folded.
Penalty on YOU. Delay of game. 5 seconds before the show. But hey, thanks for watching.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Us on the web at mbradio.net.
You are looking live at Till the Final Whistle once again, and we've got some more unfortunate news for everybody. We did mess up, but we still did not reach 300,000. But this is our best total, our highest total yet. Best week we've had.
Yeah. Almost 280K. So it was 2,000 or 279,517. Getting pretty close. We're just like, I think if we could just get like one more like guy with like, you know, if we could just get like Emmett Smith doubled 1 week or something like that, or Frank Gore, like one of those guys, because we keep getting them, and like I don't want to risk not taking them because we did that last week and then we didn't end up coming back to them.
Yeah, we didn't ever go back.
We were like, oh, let's see if we can save Frank Gore, and then we never got Frank Gore. Or I think it was Frank Gore. It might have been somebody else, but we were like, oh, let's save him, and maybe we'll come back to him. And then we never came back to him. Yeah, it was
better to just pick them when they're there, though. We just got to get lucky with these spins.
Mm-hmm. But all right, we're gonna have to speed through pick 'em here because we've only got 6 minutes before we have to sign off the air. Quick update on our standings. So Mohawk has climbed into first place with 117 wins. Me and Jimmy are tied for second with 113. H Train has 111 wins on the season in third place. Caveman in fourth with 110. Kyle Fast Rising has climbed past Lucas with 105, and then Lucas, who's probably forgotten a few weeks, it looks like, is down there at 90. So Kyle's catching up to you, Caveman. He's catching up to all of us.
Oh yeah, he's hot on our tail. He said he's still undefeated in his work pick'em right now. I have no idea how.
Undefeated?
I think they might only be doing one game a week.
Oh, okay. That would make more sense. I was gonna say if he's undefeated, you might need to like make sure your brother doesn't have like a time machine or something.
I'll just let him log in on my FanDuel if that's the case.
Yeah.
And
Set all my fantasy lineups for me. All right, let's go speed run here. So Thanksgiving, Detroit versus Green Bay. Looking, I'm going with the Lions here.
Yeah.
Green Bay's offense gives me a lot to be worried about. Dallas versus Kansas City. Call me crazy, I'm going Cowboys here. I don't like how Kansas City plays on the road. Dallas has been pretty good at home this season too. And yeah, I do like George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. It's a lot to cover. Cincinnati versus Baltimore. I'm going to go with the Ravens here. I think against the Bengals defense at home, good bounce back week for Baltimore to get a win. Although Joe Burrow should be back and playing, so certainly make it interesting. But I think the Ravens still come out on top. All right, Philadelphia versus Chicago.
Black Friday
football. Call me a madman. I'm going with the Bears.
Going with the Bears too, man.
Let's go. Chicago.
I'm going Bears.
They keep that game close. They've just been masters at finishing it. Eagles kind of have struggled a few times to put games away. But bid them against the Broncos, bid them against the Cowboys. Could happen in this one too. Los Angeles Rams versus the Panthers. Yeah, I think the Rams are gonna
give me the Rams.
Are gonna roll here. San Francisco versus Cleveland.
Give me Cleveland.
I'm actually taking Cleveland too. That's crazy. Yeah. I think Purdy was handing the ball over to the defense. I think the Browns defense is going to be thankful for all the turnovers Brock Purdy commits.
And
Myles Garrett is just on another level.
You might break the record in this game alone.
I think the Browns defense gets them another win. All right, Houston versus Indianapolis in Indy. I kind of want to go with the Texans here, but I'm actually going to go with the Colts. I think they need a bounce back win here. I might flip that. Texans defense has been very physical, and I don't know. I just feel like they might.
I bring it to them.
I am going to flip it. I think they're gonna cause Danny Dimes to poop down his leg, and he's going to get scared and give the football away.
Shuck might do the same thing in Miami. I'm going with the Saints. I feel like they might turn it over, give us some opportunities, but we have one of the lowest red zone percentages since 2016 at 34.5%. So I'm still going with the boys, but just be warned about that red zone percentage.
I'm still going
the Saints.
I'm gonna go with Miami. I'm not. I lost a lot of faith in the Saints after their performance against the Falcons. Sorry, Caveman. All right, we got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets.
Falcons.
I guess. I mean, dude, man. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Falcons, I guess. Jets are just so awful. We got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give me the Bucs, get a big bounce back win at home here. Yeah. All right, Jacksonville playing the Tennessee Titans. I'm going with the Jags.
Jags can win the closer games.
Mm-hmm.
If Tennessee makes it a game, that Jacksonville still probably find a way to win.
Yeah, certainly.
Now we got our 4 o'clock window, 2 p.m. window, Minnesota and Seattle.
Gotta go Seattle.
What's
here.
9 gonna do?
I see he even gonna play. He's in concussion protocol.
Jesus, who's gonna be their
that might give
there?
Minnesota a better chance to win if he doesn't play. But I'm still gonna go with the Seahawks. We got the Raiders taking on the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one. LA all day. And then we got
Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
Man.
I'm gonna
I'll go Buffalo. They need one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills. I trust Josh Allen more than Mason Rudolph. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers is still he's pretty old, man.
Denver, Washington.
Broncos on the road play the Commanders. Yeah.
Beat down. Holy crap.
Dude, this is a terrible NFC East team, and we're playing them coming off a bye on Sunday Night Football.
You guys are gonna kick their
we should absolutely beat them. I will remind you that we had this exact scenario against the Giants a number of years ago, and then we lost to them. So I feel like that would be something that Broncos would do. I'm still riding with the Broncos, but like this is exactly the type of game we'd lose coming off a bye against a terrible NFC. And then we got the Giants versus the Patriots. I'm gonna go with the Patriots again.
They're gonna take 10 straight.
I'm gonna have this our final tiebreaker score for Monday night. Give me like 43, like 30-13 New England type beat. All right.
Lock those picks
are in. That's going to do it for another edition of Till the Final Whistle. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. We're thankful for all of our veterans and everything they've done for our country here at NBR this Thanksgiving. That's what we're thankful for.
We appreciate it.
I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday with their family, and we will see y'all next week on the Football Frenzy. Happy holidays.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.